Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Mind Over Matter with Sankit. In the previous few episodes, we've been talking about how you can radiate positivity and how you can connect to other people around you. And in this particular episode, we'll be talking about how you can be a little less self-conscious. So many people, they feel that they're becoming too self-conscious. They are too conscious about their physical appearance, or they're too conscious about what they think about. Similarly, they're also too conscious about the emotions that they are feeling. Now, of course, it is a good thing to be aware of whatever's happening to our body and to our mind, but then when we tend to overthink about these things, when we start to become too self-indulged, when we start to become too self-conscious, we might actually miss out the good things in life. And in today's episode, we'll be talking about what you can do in order to feel more confident about yourself and in order to accept yourself more gracefully. So the first thing to keep in mind is that if you are generally too conscious about your physical appearance, make sure you give some time to grooming every day. Now, many people have this habit of grooming, but then still they do not believe in themselves, and that is where the problem comes. So they spend a lot of time grooming and making up their appearance, but then throughout the day they feel very nervous about their looks, and they're constantly looking at the mirror or constantly changing their hair or something like that. So this can be a harmful thing, because rather than being in the moment, rather than looking forward to things that are happening around you, you'll be too self-indulged and you'll be too worried about unnecessary things. Similarly, now when it comes to your mental volition, when it comes to your thoughts, now your thoughts are generally not that controllable. They're dependent on external circumstances. They're not always dependent on you. So there is no way that you can control your thoughts. But then whenever you're having a storm of negative thoughts or thoughts that you do not want, but then you're still getting them, and if you try to resist them, if you try to resist your thoughts, if you identify yourself as your thoughts, so let me explain this concept properly to you. So identifying yourself according to your thought means something like, say you have a negative thought in your mind. Now, if you keep on ruminating about this, if you keep on thinking about this particular thing, and if you start identifying yourself as a negative thinker in your own mind, you'll convince yourself that you always think negative, and you'll feel bad about yourself. You will want to improve, but then you know that you do not want to be a negative thinker. Nobody wants to be a negative thinker. But then the problem is not in having negative thoughts. The actual problem is when you start resisting the thoughts. That is when you identify thoughts as negative and hate yourself for having negative thoughts. So that is where the actual problem begins. And in general, also in any other area of life, whenever it comes to problems, the problem occurring in itself is a very small problem, but the problem that we add by adding emotional feelings to our problems, adding emotional baggage to our problems, is what actually worsens the problem, and that is exactly what causes the problem. This also applies to mental health problems such as anxiety. So what happens with anxiety is that whenever you are anxious, the body will naturally produce several biochemical reactions. You might feel anything ranging from a tingling sensation to a needle and pricking sensation. Similarly, you might also sweat a lot whenever you're anxious. Now, these reactions are natural reactions of the body. We are primitive creatures, so we'll have a fight or flight response. That is exactly what happens to our body. That's just a normal reaction. But then when we start identifying these reactions as negative, when we start hating these feelings, when we start to feel bad that we are having these feelings, that is when the actual problem starts. And similarly, when it comes to our general mood in life, so it is totally up to us to determine what we feel generally. Now, you might have an answer in your head. If I ask you, what is your general emotion? How are you feeling generally? Now, this might differ for every person, and it might also depend from time to time. Say for the past 1-2 years, you've been feeling uncertain. Maybe before that you were feeling agitated about something. So there's this general emotion that encompasses all other minor emotion changes. So whenever it comes to general emotions, that is how we classify ourselves. That is our self-image. So if we are uncertain about most things as our general emotion. If our general emotion is that we are very uncertain about things, we do not know what to do, we identify ourselves as an uncertain person. We think from our subconscious mind that we are an uncertain person, and this can be harmful if you have negative image of yourself in your mind. If you are too conscious about yourself, and if you give a negative image of yourself to your subconscious brain, if you feed a negative image of yourself to your subconscious brain, that remains in your brain very strongly. As we've talked about in one of our previous episodes, the subconscious mind is a lot more stronger than our conscious mind. Our conscious mind is only the tip of the iceberg. Most of the things that happen in the subconscious brain. So it is important that we send in good vibes, and it is better if we can avoid any feeling of negativity. Hence it's important that we change our own image in our own mind. We should feed good thoughts about ourselves. We should feed happy thoughts about ourselves. So basically in today's episode we talked about self-consciousness in different levels. We talked about physical self-consciousness, we talked about self-consciousness in relation to our thoughts, and also self-consciousness related to our emotions. So like in our every other episode in this series, today also we have a set of actions that I expect you to do. So for today, your task is to just be confident about yourself, and whenever you face other people, whenever you have to face the public, just make sure that you do not care much about your physical appearance. Make sure that you groom yourself properly in the morning, but then after that, throughout the day, make sure that your body is very low maintenance, meaning that you do not necessarily have to go back to your body time and again. You just need to groom it well once, and you just need to let it be. You shouldn't care about what other people might possibly say, because you do not even know if other people will notice the things that you've noticed in yourself. So it's important that you learn to let some things go. Similarly, when it comes to your thoughts, you should be a little more aware about the thoughts that you're having. If you look at it carefully, you'll notice that your thoughts have a certain pattern. Like all of the thoughts have a certain underlying emotion. So if you find yourself thinking too negatively very often, just stop for a moment and just note it. As we talked about before, noting is a very good meditation technique. What you do in noting is just note what thoughts you have or what emotions you felt whenever you sit for your meditation session. Finally, we talked about being aware of your underlying emotions, your general emotions, and your self-image in your own head. And our action for today is trying to change it into something more happier. If you experience that you're having a negative emotion, if you notice that you're having negative emotions very frequently, just take some time and just relax and just tell yourself, auto-suggest yourself that you need to be happy if you want to identify yourself as a happy person. So if you like this video, make sure you click the like button. Also, if you like whatever is happening here at Sound Health Solution, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also to press the bell icon. We'll be coming up with similar videos in the future, so make sure you stay in tune. Until next time.